What it do, what it do, what it do, people. Welcome to We in the World TV. It's your host with the most to say, Ralph the Mouth. You already know what's going on, man. Today I'm just gonna rough through it a little bit. I really didn't have too much of a topic to go in on. You know what I mean? As you can see, my wear is VSLG. As you can see, you can go on the Instagram page to see it. VSLG clothing line. Check them out. Today I wanted to go in on basically men and women because we seem to have a big problem amongst each other. We seem to really go at each other's heads. It's two sides to it. We can't just sit around and just keep like females. We can't just keep running around blaming men all day, and men we can't just keep running around blaming the female all day. It's two sides. Both sides are doing each other wrong. Most of it is based on both sides. Me on a high level, my opinion, both sides don't know how to pick. Both sides wasn't taught properly how to pick. You have females who go on a regular basis of picking bad men, and you have men who go on and we talk good females and good men on both sides. Because you got creeps, you got dudes, you know what I'm saying, that play the field. Like I used to do that, so I can't sit around and not point the finger at myself as one of the problems of some of the guys who ran around. No matter what girl it was, I played the field. I didn't treat her properly. I wasn't loyal to her the way I was supposed to be, and I hurt a good girl. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't cool. So it's now that I'm older to realize, you know what I mean, that the way of thinking and the way I was handling some of these females was wrong. You know, you did have the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that's how you give it up to them. You got the ones that, you know what I'm saying, 40 and a blunt, you don't wipe that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't raised properly. She's been around the block a little bit. And it's like, you know, it's kind of hard to change a hoe into a housewife. It's really a true saying. It's very, 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 very hard. And that goes on both sides, even me for myself. I mean, I was very, very active with the women. And I could talk all this mess I want right now on this show and say I shouldn't be doing this and this and that. But I still have the doggy ways, as the females would say it. I still like to flirt around with multiple women and da-da-da-da. So like you said, you can't change a hoe into a housewife 100, you know? But I'm still stuck in my ways of being very active with women. I'm chasing them around, and I like to flirt, you know? Yeah, I like to flirt, you know? So I have to take, because you know why I say that, bro? You can't run around and blame every person that you've been with. Like, what did you do wrong? Especially when the person is saying almost the same thing to you as the last person you was with. You have to take it into some consideration. Like, damn, they said the last person I was with said the same thing about me.
Honestly, though, like, dealing with females is like that, bro. It's like you're getting in a relationship, right? And you come in that relationship with everything that in your past. You understand what I'm saying? And she's coming in a relationship with her past. Like, and then we're gonna get to know each other, right? So like, she's still dealing with her past, you're still dealing with your past, and then most of the time that's where the problems start, because she probably in the back like, yo, I gotta deal with, you know what I'm saying? This is what it used to be. Is this guy gonna be like, you know what I mean? It's crazy.
It is crazy, but like for example, if like I have sons, right? And I used to live in a way where I wouldn't want my sons living like that. The way I was with females, multiple females running around. Fathers are more to pat their sons on the back for being like that. Like their son was to come home and say he got 3 girlfriends in the school. He tap his son on the back. He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, yeah. You know? And then he'll his daughter can't do that. So you already see the double-sided.
There's a double.
You already see the double-sided, and it goes from parenting. Because right now, I would tell my sons not to do what I do. Like my sons, I don't want my sons to do what I did. I don't want them living like that. It's not that I don't want them to, as they're young, when they're young, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, they're exploring women. They're trying to find out which woman fits their personality, their lifestyle, and such and such and such. So I understand that part. But when you get to a certain age, man, and it's crucial, because I'm seeing it over and over and over again. I've noticed most men that got that strong woman by them side, how do they look? How do they look? Keep it. They look stable, bro.
Stable.
They look very stable. They look happy. No matter what, if they're arguing inside the house with her, but if both of them have their mind right, I sit back and watch, like, see, you could at least done that, bro. You could at least done that for yourself. You could at least follow suit.
I mean, personally, I fucked up a bunch of good baggage, bro. I honestly fucked them up, like a bunch of good baggage, like, you know what I'm saying?
And you have to blame yourself.
Huh?
You have to blame yourself.
I blame myself.
Because the woman naturally, especially if she's not a thought, she's naturally gonna be loyal to you. Like, she's just, especially if you're doing what needs to be. If you're knocking it down, you getting bread and you fit the physical part and you put, she's most likely not gonna go nowhere. She's gonna be right there. Most time, good females or even a regular female, it doesn't have to be good female. It could be a female you just met. What is good or bad? Good or bad is what happened to her in her past. Maybe she got touched and because a lot of girls you see as a whole, they're victims. They're really rape victims. They're not just, she didn't come out the womb and say, yo, I'm gonna be a whore. No, they're rape victims. You know, they've been touched. So the female doesn't really have that in her to be like that. You know what I'm saying? To run around like a hoe and blah, blah, blah. It's men who do that from her getting raped or played. Because some females, they'll be good and then she get played by one dude and then she says, fuck that. She just says, fuck that. You broke up.
This is exactly what happened. This is exactly what happened.
You know what I mean? And then she says, fuck that. Then she had enough. She, you know, you have females that get hurt by guys so much, they say, I'm going to mess with females. A lot, I've seen females who do that. Like, I'm not messing with guys, I'm messing with females. Like, what? The guys ain't doing so dirty. Guys, you have to also put the blame on the guy first, to be honest, because the guy mentality from music to the father to his surroundings, he's not. Guys are taught so much not to trust a female that it's pathetic now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I kind of do it. Like, can't trust him, can't trust him, can't trust him, can't trust him. And that's because you dealt with females you really can't trust. So now you're traumatized. Meanwhile, it's probably really not like that. It's probably really, really, really not like that. You know, but when you're traumatized and you're used to a certain world and all that, this is your world and that's not the other person's world. Because I remember one time I was talking to a girl and she told me her husband was the only man she ever slept with. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, right. Like, why can't that be possible? You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't that be possible? You say, why can't that be possible? Yes, you can have a girl like that. That's the crazy part about it. Yes, you can have a female like that, that you break her virginity, she stays with you forever.
I know somebody that's like that.
Yes, the female can be like that. Like, that's how she's made to be. Yeah. But the guys, we usually mess it up from being horn dogs. And, you know, you see another girl, you know, and the other girl sometimes looks better than your girl, but she's not better than your girl. Because looks ain't everything. Looks ain't everything. Because I know some guys been with some real good looking girls, man. And boy, it's terrible for them. I've been with good looking girls it's horrible for me. It was like one of the worst situations. You know, take off the clothes. Yeah, that's it. Take off the clothes. It looks great, you know. But after that, horrible. Because when I be seeing like one time I put up a post and I was being funny. I put up, I said like I put like a small percentage, like 90% of the girls that say they're single on Facebook. I said that they probably they're sleeping with two men. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. You know what I'm saying? And some people got, you know, upset about that. And but what I meant by that is that female, when she's single, to me, when she's single, she gonna do her. You know, just like a guy gonna do her, I believe she's gonna do her too. She's not gonna just shut it down. And a female player has a chance, to me, to juggle more. Like a dude, most dudes don't juggle a bunch of females. Females might think that. Like, I seen females think a dude is juggling mad chicks, and he ain't that dude. You ever see that before? Like a chick think he that dude, and like, oh, he's this. He be like, he's really not that dude. Like, he don't get down like that. Yo, subscribe and share, please. You know what I'm saying? Hook me up. You know what I'm saying? Send the love out there, man. Let everybody know that Ralph the Mouth is back. I gotta be consistent, man, because today I was gonna I really wasn't gonna go. I wasn't feeling too good. But then I said to myself, consistency is a big thing in this thing. Even if you ain't got much to say or whatever, just let the people know you're going to consistently keep coming. I'm going to get better with this because I got to sit down and you know what I mean, come down with some good stuff, and I'm going to come with better stuff. I didn't want to keep drilling the Black Lives Matter and the Black movement so much. It's kind of like saturated right now. I rather when I do talk about that, I have more of a solutions or have a set.
Like so, you know, some feedback.
Yeah, like some set things like Black community, Black togetherness, like, and then stay on those topics, resources, and just stay on those topics kind of, and keep drilling it. Because I wanted to get on a relationship thing, but I always noticed that guys and girls are always bumping heads. You know what I'm saying? Like always. You'll call in if you want to. Anybody got the number?
Why is it that like in the beginning of a relationship, right? Not even in the beginning, like when you first met somebody, like a female or either or, you know what I'm saying? It's all great. The conversation is great, but like at the end of it, if the relationship don't work, you know what I'm saying? It's like all of a sudden we're enemies. It's like, yo, we really enemies. Even if not even a relationship, marriage.
That's terrible.
A marriage after 40 years together, you know what I'm saying? And shit is not working out. We ready to like hate each other.
Because I think it's from both. Listen, especially when you're in a long-term relationship, the vision is like when you go past a certain, like say you go like 1 year, 2 years, the vision starts to be like we're together forever, kind of, you know. And then you have a big picture for that person. Both people have a big picture for that person. Both people probably said a lot of forever things to each other, and so on and so on. And then when you come to a point where you realize it's gonna end, it feels like it's like a big waste of time, kind of. You feel like, think about it, when you put in 5 years with a person and you feel it's about to end. So you start thinking like, damn, man, I did 5 years with this person.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
that's why the madness get, and females are emotional because one of the reasons why I stayed single this long, I've been single for 7+. One of the main reasons is because of that. Is because I got tired of putting so much love, emotion, effort, and all of that in. Because even though I could have been a bad guy, whatever, I still love. So when you put all those years and that time into that woman, and then it's over, and then you have to think about somebody else with her, and so it pisses you off. As a man, I don't like that. It hurts. But you know, I got to learn to cover it. You know, you got to be a man to cover. Like, nah, man, I don't care. Meanwhile, I cared. That was woman that I really cared about, but I just didn't know how to hold on to him. I didn't know the importance of a woman. You know what I'm saying? That was the main reason sometimes why I'm not with somebody now at the age that I am. At the age that I am, I should be with a nice, strong woman, you know what I mean? And me and her building together. I should not still be in the vision of where she's at. And when I had the opportunity, and when I take a step back and I realized the women I was with, I had women that were right for me. It ain't like they wasn't. They were right for me. Man, I had them. I had and it was more than one. You know what I'm saying? You only have an opportunity to one or two. No, I doubled that. So who do you blame after a while? Because I have to sit back like, yo, she wasn't a thought. She didn't smoke. She didn't drink. She worked. She did like she wasn't a thought. Zim, she wasn't a thought. You see what I'm saying? Like she wasn't a thought. I remember Zim, you didn't mess with her because she didn't do thotty shit, because she couldn't hang out 1 o'clock in the morning. You want to hang out with the girl that hang out 1 o'clock in the morning and would drink Henny with you and go to the hotel and do whatever. The girl that would say, no, I'm not coming out. I got to go to work tomorrow. I got school tomorrow. I can't come out. You found her boring. You know, I found her boring. So at the end of the day, it's my fault. And a lot of guys are the same way. If she's not easy, if she's not fast, and she's not doing certain things, then it's all in the music, it's all in the videos, it's all in everything all around us. Like the sluttier she is, the better. You know what I mean? Which is totally false. Like those girls should be treated the way they should be treated. No disrespect to any of them, but if she's slutting herself out and she's carrying herself like that, that's how she should be treated. And the other female should have no parts in that type of treatment. No parts. From my knowledge and from what I've been doing in life and what I'm learning, good girls, especially dudes that want to be player, niggas need to stay away from that. Straight up. Stay away from that. If you ain't got the same energy as her and you ain't trying to do right by her, stay away from her.
It's
not fair. Like, you just want to hit it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's wifey material. That's straight up wifey material, building material. something you can actually do something with in the future and be proud of yourself.
But
you fucking it up. Now you fucking it up.
Yeah.
Now you made her mad. Now you made her mad, and she gonna carry the bag. Now she got to go through this wear and tear. And this goes out for dudes like me that used to actually do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking from experience of that was a bad way of thinking. That was a terrible way of thinking about women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're supposed to treat them accordingly, not all the same. It's not all every bitch is hoes, every bitch is hoes and tricks, whatever they want to call it. That's false. I would love for some women to call in and chime in on it. I know sometimes they be thinking I be women bashing and all that. No. Sometimes when I be posting, ladies, it's because I like to start trouble and I like to joke around. But at the end of the day, I know the reality of it. I know for a fact we need y'all, and I know for a fact without women, men is nothing. We nothing without y'all. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, that has to be known. You know, especially from us black dudes. Us black dudes need to start preaching a whole new verse. All that bitches is hoes, all bitches is shit. Blah, 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 blah. Man, we need to change that, man. Like if you're gonna listen, if you're gonna like it's even for the music. Like if you're gonna listen to certain kind of music, you listen to it because it's entertainment. It's like you go look at something because you want to watch porn. You go look at an action music with like action, but you can't think that's the way that the philosophy should be. Like that.
And for some reason, you know the difference.
You should know the difference.
You know if you go to see an action movie, they're gonna be a whole lot of
action and shooting, blah 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 blah.
Like, yo, that shit's never gonna happen.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta think about that.
Listen to your music.
You thinking like this is the way to be.
You really need to shoot somebody.
Like you really gotta shoot somebody, or you really gotta think you gotta treat these bitches like a hoe, or you really gotta fuck behind your man back and blah 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 blah. No, this nigga's an entertainer. Half the shit he's talking about, he wasn't even doing it before he started rapping. He wasn't doing half the shit. Half these dudes, they never shot nothing. They never clapped nothing. They were just around it. Half of them, I swear to God, they're not really thugging it like that. They've been around it. They
have a whole lifestyle, a whole culture.
You know what I'm saying?
You see things just twisted.
You know what I mean? So that right there, because if you look like back in the days, like if you go real back, listen to the music. It was real love music, and it was how to treat the lady right. It's gone.
The R&B joint back in the day.
And I'm talking about you talk about R&B. I'm talking about if you go back even further. What's going on? You watching the show?
It's going on right now?
Yeah. Hold on, what happened?
You're on it right now.
You like it?
Oh, somebody's calling me? What is that? Somebody's calling me. Hold on. Let me answer this. What is this? Hello? 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 How is that? Hello? Okay, hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Nah, somebody was calling me. What's good?
You're on the show right now.
Yeah.
Did you pick up the phone?
I'll call you right back.
What are you talking about?
I was talking about, remember what we was talking about the other day? Men versus women, like how to treat a woman and stuff like that.
Okay. So
Call in, we'll talk. Call in, we'll talk about it.
You live, you have a personal.
Yeah, I'm live, having a personal phone call. You know how it is, man. Listen, man, this is how we do the Ralph the Mouth thing. Everything is real uncut. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clean it all up, folks. This is called a rough draft right now. You know what I'm saying? It gets better. What's the number? I need a number.
I don't know none of that shit.
Hold on. Yo, hold on, people. Give me 2 seconds. Right here. just keep talking for 2 minutes. Sorry about that, people. I know it's very unprofessional and all that, but you know, we back. But I think fathers, I'm gonna be honest, fathers play a major role in that, man. Major role in how these sons, fathers, the music, the environment, not knowing how to separate, these females, not putting them all in one basket, all these bitches is hoes and all that in one basket of all the females are the same thing. That's a terrible, terrible way, because we're starting to, we're creating men are coming to a point where they're creating these bitter females that we would call them sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I even call them that, bitter females. And the reason why they're bitter is because people are running around the ringer, and some of these females, why they're really mad is because she was loyal. She was loyal, because she's not going to be mad for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. She's not going to be mad for no reason. She's mad because she was loyal. Because most of the time when a female, if she wasn't loyal and you do something, she going to look at you like, all right, a female that's cheating, playing you, and you play her, she ain't going to go nuts. She going to be mad. She going to be mad, but she ain't going to go nuts. She ain't going to go nuts. And she might not even tell you that she did nothing. She just going to play right along with it like, oh, word, okay, I'm glad I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been with females that was very loyal to me, man. I wasn't loyal to them. I wasn't loyal to them at all. And I didn't even think about being loyal to them. I can remember being with them, and as soon as they're not around, I act like I just didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't have a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Like, that's how bad I was. Like, as soon as she's not around, I'm a free man. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, I move like a free man, and meanwhile I got a loving woman that's there for me.
Yo, what's good, Kate?
What's going on? Today we're gonna talk about, you know, women and how we should treat them better. You know, I wouldn't mind, you know, some of your feedback. You got some of the feedback that me and you go through.
Shalom,
I would like to,
brother.
you know, like, you know, my brother here, my person here, he's Israelite people, and they believe that once you what is it again? What is it with the women?
I just want to say Shalom Shabbat, you know, for the Shabbat today, you know, say everybody. And, you know, I'm still in training right now. I'm still learning, you know, as everybody's still learning to this day, you know. As far as dealing with the woman, the thing is, when you deal with a woman, you actually want to be with that woman for a good amount of time. I don't know what's
damn near forever, right?
Yeah,
like damn near
forever. I don't know what's your intentions nowadays. You know, I'm sure we all been down that road where, you know, how many notches we could get on the belt, who hit the most joints.
That's not the way.
And you know,
as you get older, though, you realize that's not the way.
You realize that's the way, but that's not what you want for your son. That's not what you want for your daughter.
No.
You know, it's not something that you actually want in this to portray. So, in the great book, you know, it tells you that, you know, if you go and deal with a woman, that's going to be your woman. That's going to be your lady for life. You know, you're going to rock with her for life. You know what I'm saying? But you got instances where, you know, women, they're not in the truth with you. You know, they're doing things and you try as much as you can to stick with that woman. But then you got, you know, rightfully to divorce that woman. You know, you have the rightful law because she's not in the truth with you, no matter how much you tried. You know what I'm saying? But when you are dealing with a woman, you want to get into a relationship. Before you even sleep with that woman,
that is a fact.
You want to figure out if you're going to be with that woman.
That's a fact.
How are we going to have a future? How many years? Because God forbid, there's so many short relationships happening, and these women and young men end up having early child, and they don't know what to do, so they get scared and they run and abort the child when that's not the thing to do, you know. And it's just not. It's kind of breeding a sense of whoredom. You know, it's kind of like setting up a way for.
But men are the. I'm gonna have to admit it. Men are the main, like. Men have a lot to do with creating that problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Because fathers, you know, I repeated that earlier. Because fathers do that. Like a father will big up his son. For like say his son is like say his son could be 10 years old, 11 years. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as his son will say at 11, say, "Daddy, I got a girlfriend at school." What does the father do? He's happy.
Yeah. Yep.
He's happy.
He's excited.
He's excited. He bigs it up. If he says he has 3 girlfriends in school, what does the father say? He's happy.
He's even more happy.
He's more happy.
He's more
It's success.
happy.
It's a success story.
Yeah.
You know, he's calling his friends up.
son.
No, but
My son.
The thing is, sometimes these kids, they just playing around like, yo, I got 2, 3 girlfriends. Meanwhile, they literally have 3 girl friends.
And the father
know?
bigs it up though.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm trying to get at. Like that's the society that we're in. The father bigs that up. You know what I'm saying? Because me as a father, I did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking from experience. I can remember my sons coming home. My daughter did that, and I'd be crushed if she come like, "Dad, I got 3 boyfriends at the school that like me." Like, huh? 3 of them?
Yeah.
How you? You're like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? You ready to come home? You ready to go to school and beat up some 10-year-olds? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't have that, man.
You know, you can't have that.
In your relationship.
You know, I remember when I was talking to somebody earlier, and I told them that my friends couldn't even get my daughter a ride home. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking friends that I know close. They couldn't get my daughter a ride home.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It was a no-no for that. You know? So relationships are based on the house. And the importance of the woman is not being taught. The woman is being taught, the man is being taught through the music, through the father. I'm not saying all fathers, but the basic father's doing that without his knowledge of doing that. He doesn't know he's doing that on purpose, but his knowledge is he is applauding that. He is applauding for the sons to not.
You know what it is? Because he grew up like that.
He grew up like that.
So he kind of reliving his child. It's called a second childhood.
He's living it.
You know, whether you're living it through your child or you're living it yourself without a child, you're just out there living your second childhood. But you get excited when you kind of feel these things, even if you miss some of your childhood and somebody else is prophesizing your childhood that you wish you lived. You kind of happy, like, yo, man, he did what I did, yo. He got like 2, 3 girls he's taking to prom.
Exactly.
Yo, man, my son.
I used to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, he didn't.
We're kind of breeding this thing called whoredom.
Whoredom.
You know what I'm saying? Because the girls know, like, listen, oh, he's with another woman. Maybe I can steal him from that woman.
Girls
another
do
guy.
have that.
Another guy will be like, yo, he's with this girl. I'm going to take his girl from him.
That's the side chick
thinking. I'm going to take your bitch. You know what I'm saying? Sorry to say that word, though, but you know what I'm saying? That's what they saying out there.
The side chick, that's how she think. Because you gotta understand, once you start dealing with a side chick, the first thing she thinks she got the better, you know what I mean? She got the better box. He not happy with his lady. So she's feeling like I'm gonna take him, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take him and da da da.
Mm-hmm.
Like relationships is a very, you know what I mean? It's tricky, man. Like we could talk about this all day. And people, you know what I'm saying, would be like, whatever, but these are the problems, like, especially when I be having this show, I can have this show and we could be talking, it could be in general, like right now, this could be in general for any culture, you know what I mean? It could be for Asian culture, certain topic, but I be talking to my peoples, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking to my peoples about our relationship problems, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a relationship with no disrespect with white girls. I never had one before. So I can't be talking, I mean, I'm talking about me and a black woman, you know what I'm saying, getting together properly, you know what I'm saying, and building, you know what I'm saying? This is what I'm talking about. I'm not
and
trying
it's not saying that you can't build with a white person.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Of course not. I've seen it all the time.
Saying. It's just that I'm
talking from my vision, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems like we can tap in with our own culture.
Better.
You know, we can
way
try
better.
To figure out what's the problem, you know, because black people, we all going through some problems. Some black people is going through problems, and it's going to be hard to conversate that with with a white person that, you know, doesn't really, they see it, but they don't really experience it.
They don't have the,
so,
you know what I mean? They don't have that.
They don't live it.
They don't live it. They don't, you could explain it to them, and I've been around white folks who really generally feel they mad for us too, like they not playing with it. You know what I'm saying? I seen them, trust me. So
I got my white friends that they grew up with me.
Yeah, they mad about that, but they can never feel how we feel. You know what I'm saying? Like you see a Haitian, Jamaican, you know, you got the Black American, all the different tribes, you know, like the Israelites would say, the 12 tribes, right? You see, you got the 12. But the one thing about the 12 tribes, we all black, and we all go through that one similar thing that we go through. We all go through it, bro. You know what I'm saying? So that's what separates us. And sometimes and when I see somebody get mad that I say anything about separation of black and white, I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to step on those toes, but right now I'm trying to talk to my peoples about, yo, listen, we need to clean up a little bit. Like I could even be on my BS and be like, ma pala haïtien seulement. Nunca fait ça, s'il vous plaît. Nunca chita là, nous parler créole. Bala avec haïtien seulement.
Some people need to do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I did that? I could get on it like that, right? But I'm not doing that.
Some families,
I don't think it's correct, and it's on the American soil. I'm not in Haiti.
Once it comes down to black,
I'm not in Haiti.
But some families want you to tap in back to when you come back in the house, speak your language, because
I understand that.
We don't want you to get lost, because what can happen, we see that a lot of Haitian people, a lot of Spanish people come to America, and their original dialect gets a little washed away because
and they get Americanized a little bit, and they lose the focus of what they came here to do, what the land of opportunity is, and such and such. Yes, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. We have to stay in tune on that, you know. So I don't get no call-ins today, not yet. I know y'all gonna call in sooner or later. I'm on here for a minute. I ain't about to get off. I got my chair rock back. I got my drink right here. I got two talkers, man. Just, you know what I mean? I could talk for day. I'm RALPHDAMOUTH. So this is what I do. Share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? We need to talk about these topics. These are topics that really need to be talked about, like on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Because those are problems. There's a lot of people that's not with no one. Like good people, both sides. Like even though I lived the life even though I lived the life the way I live, I realized that I could have been a good man. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could have been a good man, but I had the wrong mentality, and I didn't have a father to teach me how to be a good man. You know what I mean? Or to see a good woman and know, wow, that's a good woman, I'm gonna stay with her. Because there's people that see, there's dudes that's smart enough to know to see a good woman even from high school, bro. I got my dude that's in high school with a woman right now. From his high school. It's done. Like that's small enough to see. That's small enough to see. Like she's the one. She's the one. I'm not doing all that running around. Because sometimes she is right there in your face. Sometimes she's right there. There's no need to go any further. This dude, the girl is right in your face. You go to the next girl and she's not as good as the girl you just left. It's happened. I've done it many times. I'm like, damn, I could have stayed. You feel me? But now you ain't messed it up. You ain't cheated. You ain't broke her heart. She don't trust you, because now once you cheated to go out, now you go out the door. Where you going? Who you on the phone with? You messed up. You messed up. Now you messed up. She clocking you, and you mad. Yo, why you clocking me for? Blah, blah. No, you messed up, bro. You messed that up. You took her trust and threw it down at the garbage disposal, and then you expect her to trust you. You feel what I'm saying? Like now you expect her to trust you. You done her dirty, bro. A good girl. And you done her dirty sometimes just to prove to your boy you a player. What about that one? Huh? What about that one? You know? These are all situations that, you know what I'm saying, that need to be chopped up about. You know? Because I ain't gonna front. I need a good woman in my life right now.
It's funny you said that.
I need a good woman right now. Ladies, woo! I could use a good one, man. I could use a good one. I'm gonna stop. I hung it up. It's over.
We'll just talk about that again.
It's over. I quit. Nah, for real. If I meet up with a good, I've been celibate too, lady, 2+ years, man. I ain't lying. But anyway, if I do bump into a good, well, I know I am, because I know what I want now. So that's why a lot of times females that I be talking to, I kind of be like, I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with it. I talk to them and then, you know what I'm saying, I realize, or whatever. But I could definitely use a good woman right now. And I know for a fact if I had a good woman right now, I'd be better. I'd be better off. I'd be better off.
You said that,
I'd be better off.
How you said that, how they be feeling like the woman be like, damn, you betrayed my trust. You know what I'm saying? You get involved with her, and then, you know what I mean? Either she felt like she gave it up too fast, like either she jumped into things too quick, and then, you know, kind of leaves her back. It's hard for a woman to trust, yo.
After you
It's
broke
hard-
it, yes.
yeah,
After you break it and
You know
you
what
do
I'm
her
saying?
dirty, it's gonna be very hard for her to trust.
Yeah.
Very hard for her to trust. And you cannot blame her. You cannot blame her. You did her dirty. You was wrong. You had a good woman. Because women don't just come out the womb and say they thotty. Men don't just come out the womb and say they're gonna be a player, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But men are horn dogs, man. That's the thing that I gotta. Men, we do have that. We got that the sexual. We don't have as much because we don't have as much sexual control as a woman. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman can look at a man and be attracted to him and still don't give it up to him.
Yeah.
Like she could see a man and be physically attracted, like, oh, he looks so good. But won't give him nothing. If she's alone in the room with him, she'll still do what she's supposed to do. Stay there with him all day, chill with him all day. He try to touch. No. A guy alone with a woman he's attracted to, all she gotta do is tell him to take his shirt off and stand on the sink and make your knees go. He gonna do all time. What you want me to do? You want me to get on the sink and do what? I'll be doing that stupid shit, but for you, baby, yeah, niggas ready to get on the sink and dance. Nigga, like a dude is ready to do with anything,
Especially for that first cut.
That first cut.
Oh man.
Oh gosh, he's ready to do whatever. He's ready to do whatever.
Niggas have done dumb shit.
Niggas has done dumb shit for some punani, man.
It's a fact.
Crawl through windows, you know. Fathers is chasing you, brothers is about to get you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It done it all. You know, I remember one time I was in a closet, Joe. I was in a closet, man, for about 3-4 hours, bro. Whole family in the crib. The whole family in the crib. I'm in the closet all day. I had to wait till nightfall till everybody went upstairs and after work. You know when the family come after work?
Yeah.
I gotta wait till the family come after work. I can hear them eating dinner, man. I'm in the closet, man. I'm in the closet, bro. I'm in the closet.
They do their daily agenda.
They do their daily agenda. They don't know. They don't know there's a straight up intruder in the closet, bro.
Yeah, I see. I have that shit on tape too, though. My neighbors, they can't be nothing but more than 16 years old and shit. My neighbors and shit. I'm chilling and shit in my backyard. Then I see this. The daughter pulled down all. It looked like she tied the bed sheets together, and this is like second story of the house and shit.
Yeah.
She tied the bed sheets together, sent the shit down the window. I'm like, who she sending the shit down? I see the little man coming out, little white boy and shit. The nigga stuck scaling the house with the bed sheet all the way up to the window. I'm like, damn, yo, these young kids.
Man, I went to a spot once where I had straight up beef. Like, if I got caught in that area, my ass was doomed for some ass, yo.
Oh, yeah,
for some pussy. Like, I'm in a spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm in a spot where I'm not supposed to be.
And your face is new as fuck, nigga. You come around there, you don't blend in at all.
Yo, they got this group, man, called Melanated People. Yo, check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Melanated People. Check it out.
Where's it at?
I got the app. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad. It's similar to Facebook. A lot of black folks up in there. Mostly black folks in there. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's not black that feel offended that I said that, I don't care. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? I got a right to speak for my skin tone and for my people. You know what I'm saying? So if you get offended by that, you know what I mean, you on the wrong podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because I love being black, and I'm gonna always stress that to the fullest. Anyway, right? Mm-hmm. So it's called Melanated People. It's not bad. It's growing. There's not that many people in there. Yeah. But you can go over there and get hyped.
Well, call in and shit, yo.
Yeah, call in, man. I'm right here. I want somebody to talk to, man. I prefer a female would call in so we can get the female point of view of some of the stuff that I said. And I had a few females that I just hit them up, man. I'm hoping they call in because they keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I like the female to keep it a buck that are very very straightforward. Oh, get a number to call you. Very straightforward. I like that. I'm in New York right now. Florida's doing bad with this corona, man. Florida, man, what's going on? 10,000 in one day, man. What's going on? Did you hear about that?
That's crazy, yo.
Something I don't know, man, about these numbers, man. I don't know what y'all doing, man, but yo, 10,000 in one day, Florida. What's going on? What's going on? Talk to me, Florida. Cause this is bad.
You know what's so crazy? They was like the quietest state. They had nothing really going on over there. And out of nowhere,
The open state.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I heard it's down there towards like the Miami area a little bit.
Because that's where all that partying and that
niggas
congestion be at.
Open that shit for a week.
You know what it is though? Even when the shit was hitting the peak, yo, it's one thing though. The young kids was acting a little ignorant. They're still traveling, going all these places. It's like, yo,
they have spring break in Florida around that time though. Niggas like, yo, we young, we trying to have fun, we trying to drink. I mean, we just spring break, like we gonna.
You know, like this. You don't know what's going on right now, and it's weird, man. Like I can't even talk about it due to the fact it's like you don't know what's going on. Like you see, like Black Lives Matter, like I didn't even want to get on that today. Like that's why I'm gonna just keep it 2 seconds. Like you see, like Black Lives Matter, you never know who's running it no more. Like you hear so many different scenarios and so many. Like you had this black dude the other day, and he says, "Black Lives Matter is not gonna stop." He said they're gonna burn everything down and blah 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm like, who is this dude? And I'm like, is he out there burning too? Like what? Like you know what I'm saying? And then I went to the website.
Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, and I went to the website. They got a donation site. So, and I'm on a different level of mentals. I might be going too far. And they might be doing that, but when I see y'all asking for donations, y'all been going around for, and I see a neighborhood for 1.8 million, and I know I said this over and over my show. When I keep seeing neighborhoods for 1.8 million, I be like, wow. When do they say Black Lives Matter bought a neighborhood? Like, there's nobody at the table, like at this round table that y'all have. There's nobody that I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm gonna move on from that. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't want to get on that subject today. I'll bring it up to another time. I'm gonna build a panel for that. I'm gonna build like a Zoom. I'm gonna do a Zoom for that, like, and have people that really and talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to see I would like to set something up one time. I'm just gonna wait. I'm not gonna go too fast. Cause I remember one time I did a nonprofit organization, man. I called help from only a few people. You know, and these be the first people that will always say, like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you mean? What am I doing?" You think me by my, like, I know one person can make noise. You feel me? Like, you can make noise. You can bring out a certain thing, but without more people.
The problem is though, we only make noise when it's a tragedy or something drastic.
Like a funeral, like a family coming home for a funeral.
That's the only time we make noise, and that's kind of bad.
That's terrible. That the family only gets together on a funeral. Yeah, that's basically what you're saying. That's basically what you're saying. Only time Black Lives Matter move is when the cops shoot something, blah blah blah. But they, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, and people don't want to hear that. But Black Lives Matter does not protest and go crazy when a black man shoots a black man.
Not at all.
They just don't. There's no protest. There's no, you know what I mean. And black people don't want to hear that. But the first thing I'm gonna say is, white people kill white people, Asians kill Asians. Yes, they all kill everybody, but that's not the topic. The topic is black people. Like, we're having the major thing is Black Lives Matter. We're having the major issue. The world is talking about us, how we're being treated, and so on and so on. And every time you bring up black on black hate, you talk about white people do it too, and that's the agenda that they brought up. Okay, I got all that, but is it not a problem? Are we not smoking each other for the pettiest shit? I'm not saying that it can't be a fight. I'm not saying it can't be a fight. Chicago. And then even Chicago, there was a big shooting the other day, and they said it might have been some white folks. If it might have been some white folks, then listen, then arm up. You still shooting at each other. Like, sometimes I have to ask people. Sometimes I have to act like these black gangsters. If you had, would you rather shoot a white gangster or a black gangster? Which one would you rather shoot?
I think it would tell you I shoot black gangster ain't dead by.
You know what I'm saying? Like, which one would you rather shoot, a black gangster or a white gangster? You know. So I'm not coming at you, brothers, man. I used to be on it. I used to get it popping, man. You could street Google me. You know what I'm saying? I just get popping. I know about black on black hate. I know about it getting it bucky. I know about shootouts. I know about all that whole world. I've been in that whole world. Nobody can tell me I haven't been in it. Yes. And right about now, man, I think we need to throw in the white flag between each other, throw a truce in between each other. You know what I mean? Squash it because, you know what I mean? There's another enemy forming right in front of your face. So
We got a caller.
I got a caller?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, caller. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, this shot got a lot, man.
What's going on, brother?
I'm in Florida, originally from Rockland.
Okay.
Shot got a lot. What's good, my brother?
Hey, man, tell them what's going on.
What's going on?
What's science?
The science today, I was going in on relationships and how we especially fathers. I don't want to blame. I don't want to not take the women away from this conversation, but especially fathers that we need to teach our sons to treat women better, especially women that need to be treated better. I mean, you have good women out there, and fathers. You know what I mean? You know, I'm one of those fathers sometimes that we applaud when a son has 3 girlfriends. You know, hey, ha ha ha. We think it's great. And meanwhile, you know, that's kind of promoting for him to do that when he gets older too, to all women. And we're having a problem. Go ahead, dog.
Hello, there. I lost you. Now, what happened there?
And I'm just saying, we're kind of raising like player. You know, we're raising the whole mentality. You know what I'm saying? We're raising
right.
We're raising that in the boys, especially. We're raising the whole mentality in the boys. Most girls who are hoes, if you want to be honest, they're rape victims. If you honestly want to be honest about most girls who are hoeing in a real bad form,
molestation victims,
they're rape victims, right or wrong.
If they're what? Yeah, my fault. They what?
They're rape victims.
Oh yeah, yo, yeah. So that, man, yo, yeah, I just want to shout out to you, Zen, RALPHDAMOUTH, you know what I'm saying, and the whole and your whole staff. But you know, all that, man, you gotta blame that on the system, man. The system that we live in, man. It's all set up like that. It's not just here in America, it's all over, man. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? You gotta blame that on the system, man. Because this system is trying to go against us, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like these laws and shit, you know what I'm saying? These laws are made for us, man. All these laws is made for us and shit. But as far as like, you know what I'm saying, a man, you know what I'm saying, we big up our sons and shit, we have multiple females. And once a female, you know what I'm saying, has multiple men, it consider a whole. But you know what I'm saying, we gotta look at it this way, man. There's more females than males.
Okay.
Okay, there's more females than males. You know what I'm saying? Regardless if, you know what I'm saying, a male have 2, 3, 4 girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not enough of us, you know what I'm saying? Who's gonna take care of them? Who's gonna take care of them females?
So you kind of believe in polygamy a little bit.
What happened?
You believe in some form of polygamy.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Because it's less of us than it's less males than females.
Okay.
There's a whole lot of females. Then they're like 10 to 1, 20 to 1 damn near.
I understand that scenario. But what about dudes? Let's get away from polygamy for a minute. What about dudes who have a good female and he dogs her out?
That's because that dude's not, you know, so not using their head. You
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? They not using their head. They realize down the road, like, damn, I could have built with her. I could have built with that.
I am one of those dudes.
Now shorty moved on, dealing with the next person, and the next person, you know what I'm saying, see her worth.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. A lot of times, you know what I'm saying, these males, you know what I'm saying, these males and shit, you know what I'm saying, it's not that they're not using their head, you know what I'm saying, just that it just didn't click. It didn't click yet, you know what I'm saying, because of the shit that's, you know what I'm saying, part, I don't know from a lot of curse or whatever.
Go ahead.
But yeah, especially with the situations going on out there, you know what I mean? And also I wanted to shout out to the fathers out that was in their kids' life. You know what I'm saying? The deadbeat dad. I want to shout them out because you know what I'm saying.
You want to shout out who?
There's a reason for that. Huh?
You want to
I want to shout out
who?
to the deadbeat dad.
No. We don't do that. We don't do that on this show,
man.
sir. Sir, we don't do that.
You
I'm
know
gonna let
what I
you.
mean?
You got that off.
Can you?
You got that off. But elaborate why you want to do that.
Clarify what you mean by
Oh, I'm gonna elaborate. I can elaborate. Why I said
elaborate
that.
on
Because of the system, man. It goes back to the 70s, to the early 70s with Richard Nixon, man, war on crime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when there was
Who did they consider the criminals?
When there was yanking the black fathers
Okay,
out the house.
I understand the system part, but what about the man who intentionally in his head, intentionally in his whole being doesn't be a father? There's a difference between a system and a man who just doesn't, like he's a deadbeat. Like I don't want to call a person a deadbeat off the system name.
So-called deadbeat.
I don't want to go off the system name because you got guys who took care of their kids because the system didn't get the money that
Shout
they
out
wanted.
to them too.
All right, you know what I mean? They're deadbeats. Now, if you want to talk about a man who actually doesn't take care of his child, I can't big him up like he knows the child's right there or whatever. He just.
But you gotta understand the system got the system got him though. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the
not true. There's guys
because of the
there's guys who just there's no system. They just plain out don't want to be a father. They didn't take seriously of them wearing no hat. They didn't take it seriously of them wearing no hat and that having unprotected sex might get this girl pregnant. And when she got pregnant, they didn't accept it. There's guys like that, like literally like that. It had nothing to do with it.
You gotta remember the drugs though too. You gotta add the drugs in there too, the alcohol and all that, man. You gotta add that, man. That once you get involved with that, man, you sick. It's an illness. You know what I mean? It's an illness. You know what I mean?
But that's why you gotta get out of that though.
Yeah, that's a
be
terrible
like that
excuse.
Yeah, it's easy. Yo, listen, it's easy said to be than done. You know what I mean? It's easy said to be done. It's hard though. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get off them drugs and alcohol, man.
Listen, everything is. Let me tell you, the way they set it up, everything is gonna be hard. The education you're gonna try to get is gonna be hard. The real education about your history is going to be hard to obtain. You're not going to be able to get that in the regular school system.
Because
the jobs that you're going to want to get is going to be hard because your people is not the one empowered to give you those jobs. You understand? Even all across these globes, across this world, it's hard for you to go to get anything on your own. Everything we got to get is from the people that's been oppressed from us, that've been oppressing us since the beginning.
That's what I'm saying. That's my whole point about this being oppressed. This oppressed situation. You know what I'm saying? Everything that they do out there, as far as like the laws and everything, it's for us, man. To go for us not to prosper. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I hear that, right? But me, who when we say us not the prosper, who's us? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the people that've been oppressed from day one, man.
And who is that?
I'm talking about the people that've been
in this country, black people have been oppressed from day one. What black people? Every black person in this country is not oppressed. Every black person in this country goes through it.
85% of the people out here in this country is oppressed, man.
Listen, 100% of everybody in this country, black person goes
through
oppression.
Out of 100%, I would say 85% of the people are oppressed, man.
You're still
oppressed.
The system that we live in, man.
Like they're not prospering and not prospering in the system.
No, the system got their feet on our neck.
Listen,
you know, for us not to grow. Like for example, like back in the day, back in the 50s and 60s, even before then and all that, fellas used to go out there and hustle and shit, sell drugs and all that. You know, they open up businesses.
Can a homeowner and a business owner do that?
Out, right? Help their community out and all that, and everybody on. But till 1970, when they put in that task force, you know what I'm saying, which was set up by Richard Nixon. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta show where your money comes from. That You know what I'm saying? That's why you got a bunch of people out there, you know what I'm saying, hustle, you know what I'm saying? And soon they try to open up a business, IRS is on them. Before they didn't have that before. They didn't have that before, you know what I'm saying? So it's all the system, man. All this Black Lives Matter bullshit, which is owned by George Soros. Matter of fact, George Soros is the billionaire. George Soros is the owner of Black Lives Matter. That Black Lives Matter is not for black people. You know what I'm saying?
It's not for black people, but I like the fact that black people have jacked it and making noise with it. How about that?
But we're making noise for who though? Who we making noise for?
What noise? You're not making no noise, bro.
Kind of.
Who we making? Who we doing it for? Just like the rap music.
You have infiltration.
You know what I'm saying? We don't own that. We don't own the rap music. We created it, but we don't own that.
It's infiltrated.
The problem why we don't own it is because what the platforms where we want to put it. We want the fame so bad. We have the choice. Every artist has the choice to say, "Hey, contact me, and I will give you my work for this price." Contact me, I will give you a collection for this price. I can set up singles for you, or I can set up this for you. They have a choice. I see all.
What about with the corporate people? What about the corporate people talking about? What about
I see business people. I see business people.
What about the big corporate record execs and stuff talking about, yo, come sign with me and I'll give you this. Meanwhile, you're gonna vote for that because you know what? You don't have it.
Yeah, because
you
don't have. It's not only that. It's not only that you don't have the education though.
A lot of rappers don't have the education.
They don't have the education.
They don't have the education about what they couldn't do.
They're kind of scared on taking that risk. It's just like black people back in the day. We were scared on taking risks on buying those houses for low. We could have been up right now, but we were scared to take the risk. There's people scared to take the risk that would definitely it's a slow come up. You're gonna come from the bottom, and it's gonna be a slow bubble. But people actually want that microwave fame. They want the money right in their hand, so they could do all the moves they gotta do it. I ain't knocking it, but
no.
Why don't we go back? Why don't we go?
You're right.
Why don't we go back? Why don't we go back to the old way?
It took too long.
Why don't we
go? It took too long. Like people right now, is starting to do it right now. Hip hop started out in the 70s. You know what I'm saying? People right now realize damn, these big companies making so much money. Meanwhile, we can make all that money. That's why you only got a few people that got their own. You know what I'm saying? And putting other brothers and sisters on and all that. You know what I mean? But back then, they didn't have the money. Who had the money?
Well,
you know what I'm saying? The power that be had the money. That's why they took the money from them.
How did many artists on the come out? How did they sell their music before they met with a record label? How were they selling their music?
They're selling for the back of their cars.
Exactly.
The back of the truck and cars and all that.
Person kind of transaction. You understand? You actually met the artist.
Let me ask you a question. Somebody come to you, right? Okay, when you trying to get on, right? And instead of you selling the shit from back of your car and all that, and next thing you know, this big rich millionaire dude come at you like, yo, listen, I'll give you $100,000. I'll give you $500,000, man. It's fine with me. I'll push it for you. You know what I'm saying?
If you knew business, you can actually sit down with the rich white person and take the money.
We talking about a 16-year-old, 17-year-old.
Exactly.
Kid.
That's the problem. That's the problem right there.
When do we start to teach?
You know what I'm saying? We talking about a 16, 17-year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? What does a 16, 17-year-old or 20-year-old kid know about?
Where's his
You know
parents?
what I'm saying? Moving units like that.
Listen, everybody goes by the steps and orders. If they see other artists do it like that, that's the way they're gonna do it.
That's right.
You know.
That's why they started doing like that now. It took over 40-something years for them to start doing it now. It took a long time. The people started to open up their eyes and see oh shit, I could instead of me going to the big record label, I could do it myself.
Well,
I could sell less units and make more money. Than doing it myself, then giving it to the big record label, and I'm only making 10 cents a copy. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, when you do it yourself, all you're doing is you spending money on this material. You know what I'm saying? All the rest of the money go to you. And whoever that's you know what I'm saying, and your staff.
Like I said, it's not only, it's also the system. We're talking about, like you said, it's the system. It's also the system because the people that's in power. We would love to go sign a record label if it was our people empowered in these places that ran the distribution record deals and ran the production.
That goes everything.
You know what I'm saying? And the marketing and all that. There was like the head behind it, and that was our culture. But no, we have the Jewish, Yiddish people running this. They're the ones who run the record label. They're the ones who run
football. They run football. They run basketball. They run baseball.
They run all that.
That's why I wasn't mad at Ice Cube going on his own way, breaking away from NWA, doing his own thing, coming up with his own NBA basketball thing. That's kind of like what you want supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
But how long did it take? How long did that take though? Like, you understand what I'm saying? It took over there like 60 years for us
Can I tell you, it's such a beautiful thing because look, his son is reaping the benefits. Now his son know what to do.
That's right.
And now it's just
he broke a curse on. He broke a cycle on his half. He broke a cycle at least.
You know.
I know, but we need like 30 Ice Cubes to do it, just like that.
Yeah, it could happen.
Once you get 30 Ice Cubes, once you get 30 people like Ice Cube to do that, there's no more NBA no more. It's over.
You want to dead the NBA?
It could definitely happen.
It's just like the NBA. The NBA, that's not for us.
Yo, the
Meanwhile, we the majority. We the majority out there.
You think we should dead the NBA or have? I don't look at
dead the NBA, exactly.
I don't look at that in the NBA. I look like, say, for example, like how many teams is there?
Let me tell you something. What this coronavirus did. Let me tell you why shit should be, the focus needs to be turned on a little bit more. People saying woke and all this stuff, it's your focus. Because what happened is coronavirus came and took away all this stuff that we have attention to. NBA News, ESPN.
That's just to distract us.
Yeah,
all
everybody has something. Now all that been taken away, is gone. And people are still looking for little highlights, little thing. All that's been gone now, right? And now who we focus on? The fucking brutality, the cops. We finally see it because it's there. It's still going on. You finally see it clearly. And now look what happens. A freaking guy gets thing on his neck. Cops been putting these on niggas' necks.
You know what's so bad about it? You know how it's a trick? Well, you see what he was just saying?
No doubt.
Not to cut him off. You know what he was just saying? Today I was sitting down with somebody watching TV and cops came on. And they said they was going to take it off, right? They said they was going to take it off. And it was on today, and the people I was with, they was like, "Oh, cops are still on." So we're sitting there watching it. We're watching it. Every arrest was a white person. Like you see how the racial tension and all the BS is changing stuff. Every arrest on the show.
That's just mind games, man.
Mind games. Straight mind games, man. Like every arrest was white folks.
We 60%. 60% of the jail population is black. Meanwhile, we only make 13 to 14% out here in this country.
Well, back then,
why is it that we jail system is 60% and we only make a 14% of the population?
Because you got your enemy. You're going to enemy school.
You going where?
You going to the enemy school. The enemy teaches you how to eat. The enemy teaches you how to do everything. You're oppressive.
But if you look at it, most of the stuff that we taught in school, we don't even go. Maybe 10% that we was learning what we learned in school. We apply out here in this world.
Yeah, it means nothing.
Most of the stuff that we learn in school, that's just all bullshit, man. Damn, my fault. I ain't mean to curse, but that's all. You know what I'm saying? It's all crap. Calculus and all that. We use math. We use basic math. We don't use calculus out here in this world.
Well, some people do use some type of, when they're doing their little deep science shit. You know what I'm saying? They got to use some type of calculus or something.
Oh yeah, like you talking about scientists, those people in the lab and all that. We're talking about people like regular people.
But
regular people.
But this is who we were. We were people in the lab. Like, so crazy. even a lot of my old patients I had, you know what I mean, I worked in the hospital. Some of these old women said, "Yeah, I was from Haiti. I worked in the lab. You know, I used to do research in the lab. Even old Dominican women and old Puerto Rican. Yeah, I used to work in the hospital. I used to work in the lab. It's like they had that training, like to be a lab expert in simple stuff like taking a blood work or taking a strep throat and looking at it under the microscope and recognizing that is a bacteria and not a virus. And you know what I'm saying? They had the knowledge of that, like having a microscope and literally looking under something and knowing what it is. And you know what I'm saying? It's like we have that in us. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff is.
So when you talk about it, when you look at it like that, we all scientists because we're doing our own experiments. Everybody got their own experiment. We all scientists.
We just don't have enough of us in these positions. You know
We need our own.
Because there's black people, black groups in these medical groups coming out with like organic veggie vaccines using most not from these.
This is the problem that we have. Like the system want us to go to their program to get those credentials. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They want we got to go to their system. If we don't go to their system and we over here we start our own, we get in trouble. Gonna kill us. We'll get killed or locked up or whatever. You see what happened to Dr. Sebi. You know what I'm saying? May that man rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Sebi was one of the top doctors out there, and I don't think he went to none of these universities out here. That's just from his experiments and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Dr. Sebi
lived in order, that's what I'm saying. These people want you to go through their system.
80-something years
if you don't go
old,
through their system, you don't say.
Honestly, though,
and you go ahead and try, and you go ahead and try to heal people and all that. This, that, and third. You going down.
He did a lot of footwork for that, though.
Yeah, but he lived to 80-something years old, and his word is out right now. Yeah, even though right now Dr. Sebi's work is being a little tainted, and you got all kind of fake.
Dr. Sebi set the pace for set the pace for all of us, for the upcoming people.
He set the
you know what
trend,
I'm saying? People
now.
be like, yo, we ain't got to go to these whatever big schools, universities, and we can just do that. You can just, you know what I'm saying? Do the knowledge right here ourselves.
Because if you look at, like you said, like when you brought up Black Lives Matter and all that, if you look, that's what I meant by like black people. Because right now,
see that's the difference. Hold on, not to cut you off. When you say Black Lives Matter and black people lives, that's two different things.
Okay, listen, I understand that. What I'm trying to get at is like that movement is causing like more blacks to be like, buy black, my fault, you know. Yes. Yeah, you know. Listen, it's causing more people to more blacks to like buy black. Like it's really being promoted hard. If you go on social media, a lot of black businesses is like popping out the woodwork, and you're seeing groups come up, and that's what I mean by that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I mean by that. It looks like blacks.
Like you say because of the Black Lives Matter, more black people get together. You say.
This corona and the George situation, the George Floyd situation, I don't know. You know, you got a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. I don't know about it, but it just looks like it's like it's just waking up black just a little bit.
I know,
more.
But I know it's waking up black people with that Black Lives Matter. It's not for us, so.
Okay, it's not. There's a lot of things that's not for us.
We're not benefiting from that. Yeah, that's George Staples, the billionaire. That's his thing. Pushing his agenda. We pushing his agenda. His agenda is Black Lives Matter. That's George Staples, the billionaire, the Hungarian American, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's his thing. That's his company.
Now that's his. From the research that I've been doing, George Soros's hands and his money is all up in Black Lives Matter. And if that's the case, that's not a good look.
He's the owner, not his money. No, not his money. He's the owner. Yeah. He's the CEO of it. All the people, the people, the black people that you see, the speakers, and all, they're just the faces.
They're just the faces.
They're only faces, man.
They are just the faces.
They're just the faces of the company. But the real owner is Homeboy. Homeboy and his peoples, man, and his group. Who he down with? You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at that. Who George Staples down with?
Ain't he Jewish?
Huh?
Ain't he Jewish?
I don't know if he's Jewish. I think he's Hungarian or whatever. Hungarian American. Possibly, he probably is Jewish. Who knows? I'm not gonna don't quote me. Don't quote me, but you know what I'm saying? I know he Hungarian descent, whatever. But like I said, man, that's his group. That's his company. You know what I mean? I mean, it sounds good. Black Lives Matter, yeah, it sounds good, but yo, that's not for us, man. We need our own. We need our own. We need people like Russell Simmons and Jay-Z and all this.
Nah, man. Nah.
You know what I'm saying? People like that's what we need. We need our own.
Nah. We need to follow people like Warwick Dunn. You know what I'm saying?
Warwick Dunn. You mean like Warwick here?
Yeah,
there you go. People like Warwick Dunn.
Dunn.
People like him, yeah.
And that other black dude that plays
people like him, yeah.
People like him, man.
People that take
really
homeless people off the street, put them
Yeah,
home.
really
Yeah.
care. I don't, this dude already bought a community, man. My man bought a
Warwick Dunn, right?
Yeah, he already bought a community, man.
Yeah, Warwick Dunn been doing that. Ever since he was a player, he's been doing that.
Yo, he got an NFL player in there. The
he was a young brother doing that.
You
know what I'm saying? And another thing too, you know what I'm saying? As far as like
Texas.
us as black people, we need to start moving to these states where the votes count. Like me personally, I don't vote. I'm gonna tell you why I don't vote, because where I live at, the people, the majority of the people have the same mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, vote. Our people need to start moving to these states where the electoral college is high. Like, for example, you got California, you got Texas, you got to move out to Texas, you got to move out to Florida, move to New York, move to Illinois. Move to you know what I'm saying? Move where the college, the electrical college is high. You know what I'm saying? So our book will really count. You know what I'm saying? Once we get into them little states and little cities, everybody gonna gravitate. No matter what color they are. They're gonna gravitate. Just like with everything that we do. Everybody always gravitates to everything that we do. From the music to the dancing to everything, the style that goes. Everything that we do, other people, the people gravitate. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop. We gotta come up out of the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? Start moving to these states where the votes really count. All you need is about 6 states. You know that 6, 7 states alone. All you need to win is 6, 7 states to win the presidency. That's all you need. You got 50 states. All you need is them 6, 7 of them. That's it. You can win. You can win that. That's what we gotta. If you want to be heard, you got to start moving to them states, man. You got to start moving out to them states, man, so you can vote and make your voice heard.
Okay. Yeah, I support that though. I'm not with all the voting, because when you vote, it's like
there's no reason. Like, for example, boom, you in New York, why you gonna vote for? There's no reason to vote in New York, because everybody basically got the same mind state. You know what I'm saying? You need to start coming down to Florida.
What do you think about Trump?
Moving to Texas.
What do you think about Trump?
Moving to California. Open up communities, like you've been saying. Them communities, start buying these towns up and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to start doing.
Stop listening to these celebrities.
And not listen to these celebrities, man. We got to start making new type of moves, man.
Yeah, you got to
stop buying property. You can't buy property in them states. Rent an apartment. Whatever you got to do, you got to start moving there. You got to start moving Georgia. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina. Like I said, Illinois. Them places where the electrical college is high. Jersey. You know what I'm saying? You got to start moving there. Once we got our people spread out like that, then we got that. Anything that we want, we're going to have, man. We're going to change everything up, man. The whole Constitution can be changed up, man. And everything, man.
That blackout.
That three strikes rule, the Democrat Bill Clinton put in place, man, destroyed us, man. That shit destroyed the black family, man. This is why we have that problem. We come to bring it back to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we got these young kids. They got 2, 3 girlfriends, and the one. You know, that's where we bring it back to. You know what I'm saying? Because the system is there to separate us, man. Separate fathers from mothers, man. Fathers from their family, from kids and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's all the systems, all of this, the system is set up that way. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I big up the so-called the deadbeat dads, man. It's not their fault, man. It's not their fault, man. It's the system, man. The drugs and alcohol and all that, man. It's not their fault.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm not. It doesn't go 100 for every deadbeat. There's fathers who just literally.
I'm not saying every.
It's deadbeats.
They're
actual deadbeats.
I'm not saying every, but majority, man. Yes.
That's why when I was talking about. That's why today when I was bringing up the show, I wanted to go on how men treat women and so on and so on. I believe that men play a major part in a lot of the problems.
That's because keep it real. That's because we're under a lot of pressure, man.
It's under a lot of pressure, but
we're under a lot of pressure, man.
It's under a lot of pressure, but at the same time, like I said before, men are looking at all women kind of the same way. Like we're not separating a thought from a good female. Like that's
imagine every man had enough resources to do what they want to do what they want, or whatever they want they can have, whatever, or can give. Imagine all black people was able to do that. Okay. You wouldn't have that situation, man. The situation that we're talking about, we wouldn't have that. That's because we lack it. We don't have it because you're not giving us the fair opportunity.
So what about the successful man that's still a player? That's successful men who are players. Like that's
you can't even look at him as a player. That's not because that's not his fault because people gravitate. Females, that's not his fault.
He has a good woman. He has a good woman.
That's not his fault.
He has a good woman, and he doesn't
blame that.
But he has a good woman already.
That's because that's his fault.
But he has a good woman already. Why? Okay, he has a good woman. He has the money. He has a good woman. Why are he going to another woman? Why? Did he tell her that he
influence?
Did he tell her that? Did he tell her that?
That influence, man, attract.
Did he tell her that? But he didn't tell her that. Did he tell her that? Did the man tell her that? Did the man tell her, like, yo, listen, I'm gonna date you. I'm successful and everything. I'm gonna date you, and I'm gonna date other women. Did he tell her that? Oh, he said, I'm gonna be with you only forever. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that what we call it, that hoism, what we call it?
That's breeding a whoredom.
That's breeding whoredom, man. Like, and fathers are doing it to sons, and this is why it becomes a problem. This is why we have good women who are hurt and bitter. Like I'm talking about that bitter.
Not every man have the level of sense, man. How to have a high level of sense, man. You can't, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm correct then.
Not every man thinks the same, man.
So I'm correct.
But you got the ones that do think. About the ones that do got a brain and all that now, and hold shorty down.
And she
I got something good, and I'm gonna hold that down. What about those? You forget about that. They do have that. They do got a lot of men out there that's holding
how high is that percentage?
They woman down.
How high is that percentage? Due to the fact when I put up a post, like I'm going by a post, and I can't even like stand by the post. I can't even stand by the post due to the fact it's just my post. Who am I? Okay, cool, I got that. But when I see 4 or 5 women, and I'm looking at some of these women, they're not bad women, and they all have the similar complaint about getting played by a man. And most women, to be honest, you know they'll be.
It goes both ways.
But most women will be loyal to one man.
It goes both ways.
Well, most women will be loyal to one man.
You be having the next man in their ear.
It kind of goes.
You know what I'm saying? You got these females out there.
Most women will be loyal to one man. That's a fact.
Yes.
If you satisfy a woman physically and mentally, 80% of the time she's going to be loyal to you.
But what I'm trying to say is
that's a fact.
That woman should not want to leave her man because he is went to talk to another woman. Because a lot of relationships get broken down. I see that with husband and wives.
That's because she's not a strong woman.
What if he cheats on her? What if he cheats on her?
That's because she's not
What if he cheats
a
on
strong
her?
woman gonna stick by their man's
I
side
think they should
regardless.
stick together
Look at
no matter
look at
what
Mrs.
the
Cosby.
situation.
Look at Mrs. Cosby right now. You know what I'm saying? Mrs. Cosby is
What you have to say?
sticking
We
to
got
her
females. You have to
husband,
speak.
supporting
Please
her
speak. I need the
husband,
female
man.
to speak. You
Even
cannot
though he
sit here
said
and
he
don't speak.
did that, this, that, and
It
third, man,
It depends
she's
on
still supporting. She's still
it's
supporting him.
if it's an abusive situation, you guys are not living in the truth. You guys are constantly there's no trust. Then I understand. You know what I'm saying? It's been years and years. You guys try. You put all the work in. Then we understand. We got to move on.
I gotta stick to this, man.
But if it's just some simple thing like cheated, you guys got to stick together. You know what I'm saying? And don't cheat. And do not cheat no
We have a
more.
female talk. We have a female
Don't
talk. What she
cheat.
said?
That's what I'm saying.
Don't cheat no more. Stop cheating.
All that falls back onto the system.
Nah, I can't blame her. You can't.
The system is what spread them apart.
Hold on, caller.
If it's just a slip-up situation and you know your man or your woman or whatever, then that's something that probably you could work on. But if it's a situation where he's repeatedly going back, having a whole relationship and shit like that, that's just like, nah.
And this is the scenario for most good women.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it funky.
Yeah, they'd be like,
especially the good women that give that long leash. You got women that give long leashes. They trust their man. They give him a long leash.
Yep.
And you can't. You know what happens when you give a dog a long leash, man. He gonna dig holes in the dirt. He gonna dig holes. You know what they do. You know. But I'm not trying to go at guy. I know guys look at Zim, not you. No, I'm not trying to go at you guys. I understand. Like I believe in polygamy to a certain degree, but you should be in a relationship with the party that wants to be in a polygamous relationship. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't do a polygamy relationship with a female that's loyal to you. You feel what I'm saying? And that was one of the mistakes that I made. You know what I'm saying? I was treating good women the same way as thoughts.
You fucked up.
No.
And that's not good, bro.
What would have been good is
and that's not a system thing. That's a mentality thing. That's a mentality.
Exactly.
Thing.
That's a mentality. That's what I'm saying. It's a mentality.
Look at you got Kobe. You can name some big time celebrities who got money and beautiful women and cheated. Why? Why? You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Kobe. I don't mean to bring you up the dog, but we're gonna throw you out there because you did your dirt. Hova. And you know, Fabulous. The list goes on of celebrities who got beautiful women. I don't know if they were good or not, but they had beautiful women that they was with, and they still did dirt. And the woman goes crazy.
Yeah.
And the woman goes crazy.
They should because that
Tiger Woods. Like, think about those. Like, that's not a system thing. That's a mentality thing. That's a mentality.
Now you talk about this. You talking about big people. I'm talking about regular now.
Regular people do it too. What are you talking about?
You said not celebrity. I thought you said
if we go with regular people do it too. Regular dudes do it too. They got a good woman. They got a good woman, and they cheat constantly on her.
There's a reason for that, though. There's a reason for that.
He's a dog. He's a dog-ass dude. That's just
whatever that reason is, there's a reason. There's something. There's something.
He has a polygamy. He has a polygamy mentality.
Something from the woman, and he has to go out there.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Maybe he hasn't. Maybe you know what I'm saying. He's with a woman, but somebody else is showing him a whole lot of love that he's been looking for. You know what I mean? You gotta look at it that way too.
Now, if you're in that situation.
So in other words, she's better than the better one.
Yo, listen. There's room for improvement, man. There's room for improvement.
Oh God!
If you're in that situation, you're gonna have to explain to your wife that you're with, or the woman that,
or the wife, or whatever, or
that you're gonna be actually, because you can't just say you're gonna be dealing with a woman, or just because she comforting you in some type of way, you're gonna have to deal with that woman for the rest of your life, bro.
What if I know? But what if you got these wives that be
what is that?
like
what I'm asking is, what is that other woman treating you as? Is she sleeping with other men? Because this is the thing I'm talking about. Because you're gonna be sleeping with another woman, not letting her know the truth, and your wife the truth. So is that woman being truthful to you? You know what I'm saying? So you guys got to come into some kind of commodity and talk to each other and say, listen, I believe in this. Do you believe in this? You believe in polygamy?
I think men do set it off first, though.
It all starts off with a conversation, man. It all starts off with a conversation.
Because
if you're listen, man, if you got a woman or a wife, whatever it is, the reason why she with you is because she either loves you and she supports you. Okay, now if she supports you and she loves you and all that, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna hear your ideas. She's gonna hear what you kicking. You know what I'm saying? And she supports you. She gonna ride with you. You know what I'm saying? She gonna ride with you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, if you have a woman, you got to make sure you're dealing with that woman only, and she's dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Because
of course,
that's the first step.
Yeah, how you gonna be saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go deal with this woman," and she's dealing with other men? That's not your woman.
Oh, nah.
That is not your woman.
Nah. In that sense, nah, absolutely not.
You understand? And on top of it, you need to talk to your loved one about it because now you're dealing with another situation.
That's what I'm saying. They all start
she's losing time. She's losing time. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
The thing is, she may need
but
to
the woman,
because your woman may pick the woman that you looking for better than you.
Because the
she
woman
may
is naturally
something.
meant.
She may see that woman that you going trying to start a whole new life with. She may see something that you don't see. That this person's not good for you.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So the truth is better than just playing around and jumping around.
Is the woman naturally meant to be loyal?
It's all about speaking the truth, man.
Is the woman naturally meant to be loyal? Like naturally, is that in her?
Absolutely.
Is that her character? Naturally meant to be loyal?
Absolutely.
Yes or no?
No, I don't.
What happened? I didn't hear you. What happened?
I said the woman's it's her natural character to be loyal.
Oh, absolutely, for sure.
You have females.
But when you got her girlfriends, in her ears talk about this, that, or third.
You don't think a woman's naturally meant to be
he
loyal?
know he not good. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
That woman off, man.
Why
Friends,
you
a
don't
lot
think a
of
woman
the friends
is
be throwing,
naturally be loyal?
a lot of the friends be throwing these women off from their husband, for their boyfriend, for their man, or the fiancé, and all that. Thinking, yo, there's something better out there. Meanwhile, you know, so you working hard at it to make things right. Meanwhile, you got the friends and them hating. What about that one?
That I blame that on the female that I'm with. If I'm with a female and her friends is the reason
that she weak. That's what I'm saying. She's weak.
If she's letting her friends debacle our relationship without me doing anything, and it's just going by the words of her friends, then she's weak. Then I don't need to be with a female like that. I don't need to be with a female. You don't want to be with a female like that. You want to be with a female that is easy for somebody from the outside to just
that's what I'm saying. So that's why a lot of these men, go out there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He know that the woman that he got is very weak-minded already, because whenever her friends tell her something, she don't listen to her friends. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons. I'm not saying that's the main reason. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons why men go out there. They meet these chicks out there. You know what I'm saying? They link up.
The thing is, though,
you need like a pressure relief valve.
Exactly, man. Sometimes you got these wives or girlfriends and stuff like that. They don't want to hear brother, man. They want to hear what's on the brother mind and all that. Meanwhile, the female out there want to hear everything.
She want to hear everything.
They want to hear everything, man. What's on your mind, yo? What's up? What up, daddy? Yo, let's kick it. You know what I'm saying? You got the females, man. But then again, you got them wives. You got them wives that just gonna hold their husband down. We want to hear everything what's going on. And you got these men out there who want to hear everything what's going on. Their wives, their girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Vice versa.
Yeah, because the thing is, you want a strong relationship with your woman, and the woman want a strong relationship with a man. Because God forbid something happen. Because people get sick, people lose jobs, people are away. They got to go travel away. You want to make sure you got a woman or a man that could hold it down. You know what I'm saying? hold down the fort,
Absolutely.
and
For
remember
sure.
the stuff they taught you or you taught them, so you can keep the thing going on, whatever you guys are, you know what I mean, building. Because if you guys don't have that, then you know what I'm saying, that's why you got to teach the woman everything you know. Everything you know, you got to teach her. You got to put her in training away.
Each one teach one, man.
Right away.
Each one teach one.
You can't be lacking. She can't be lacking. You got to tell her the experiences you've been through. You got to tell her, it's like this is your child.
Yeah, it's better to tell her
You know
the
what I'm saying?
whole story
You
about
tell
yourself.
your story. You tell you what
Yeah.
you've been through. You
I
tell
like
about
that
your,
part
you know
about
what I'm saying?
relationship.
That's why it's called a relationship.
Yeah,
Now,
because
you gotta tell her the whole story about it. I hate dudes who don't tell the whole story. It's like if you bug it, it's like you gotta let her know what she's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? I like that style. That style is the best style for me. That you tell her straight up who you are, what you are, and how you know what I mean, how you give it up. All that acting, man, that's not cool. Even though you can, you know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes, like you said, dudes, you know what I mean? Like you could be with a shorty, you love her, but she don't have with the other shorty in conversation. Pressure relief valve. I get it.
Because it's so weird.
But you gotta respect her though.
You know what's
man.
crazy though? Because you come to a house, right? And you see this I haven't seen this happen over here, but they come like, yo, who's the head of the household? And they see the man right here. Like, I'm the head of the household. What's up? Like, and they see a woman like, oh, maybe she's the head of the house, or she got more money. No, the man is the head of the household. He's the head.
Like the
females not trying to hear that these days.
Yeah, like not because
females not trying to hear that these days.
In
this time of era, I'm gonna tell you that right now. Females not trying to hear that
because
these days.
These men ain't got no balls.
I could do that. I can say that too. I can say that too. But females.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you a little personal experience. The other day, hello?
Yeah, you good? You live?
Yeah, the other day, not the other day, but a few weeks ago, my son, you know what I'm saying, being that, you know, they did online class, they did online schooling because, you know, school shut down because of Corona. The teacher and the dean was going to house, you know what I'm saying, congratulating their student that's going to graduate. My son just graduated. Is going to college, you know what I'm saying, in August. But anyway, they came to the house and they came to congratulate my son. Meanwhile, they was talking to my son. I was in the house. I was in my room. And they asked my son, was his mother home? You know what I'm saying? My son was like, nah, my mom's not home. You know, and they thought, okay, your mom's not home, okay, all right, see you later. You're like, hold up, my dad is home. Like, oh, your dad? You got a dad in the house?
Disrespect.
Like, yeah, and you know what I'm saying? I came out, it's like, they were shocked. You know what I'm saying? They were shocked to knowing that, you know what I'm saying? He had a dad living in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, so all you got to blame that, again, the system, man.
The stereotype for the system does have a big part. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to say a big part. The system did separate
the whole part. There's no little. The
system did separate the families. All right,
that's
cool.
The system.
But
the system got it blocked up. We locked it. The system got it separated, man.
I can't keep blaming the system forever. I can't blame the system forever. After a while, listen, even
you gotta blame it forever because
you know, if you use the same,
you have to blame the system because in order to not blame the system is when they let that 3 strike rule, man.
Yo, listen.
When it's time, when the drug laws, they got people going. They got all majority of people that's in the system is because of drug related cases.
I got you.
Which is non-violent crime.
Let me say something real quick. Let me say something real quick. If you use the same mouse trap on a mouse all the time, guess what gonna happen?
He's gonna know the trap.
He's gonna know the trap. So now that you're telling me we know, and I've heard this plenty of times that you know the system did this, the system trapped you. You still getting caught in the trap? And
but you gotta remember, they're putting stuff out there that we like.
A mouse is smart enough to know what the maze is.
Like, you can put a mouse in a maze like, man, like
within a week, you know,
alcohol. We love all that, man.
I know what he's saying, but it's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what he's saying.
That's what caused us to go into that system. I understand
what you're saying. You
can't blame the system forever.
The system is a trap, right?
In order to not blame them, in order to not blame that system, We gotta start moving to those states. I told you to start putting them.
Okay, that's one of the moves you can make. That's one of the moves you can make.
The
That's one of the
addicts,
moves.
the addicts, though. The addicts, they need
The
to.
addict, that's an illness, man. The addict is an illness, man. We got a big mental health, we got a big mental health problem in our community.
I understand mental health. I was in a mental hospital before. I was in a mental hospital for about 4 months of my life, so I understand mental health. So, and drugs and all that.
We got the different levels. They got the different levels of it. You got the people that came up out of it, like people like you, that came up out of it, and you got people that still stuck in there. You know what I'm saying? They still stuck in that mental health situation. Why? Because they keep feeding them again with drugs. You know what I'm saying? They put stuff out there that our people love, man.
The list can go on.
You know what I'm saying?
The list can go on. But like I said before, even a mouse, after a while, you keep using the same trap. He knows how to get out.
Right, and that's why we got to start moving to those states where our votes count. The electoral college of the states that's really high in point.
When do human beings get out that avoid the trap?
When?
How long does it take human beings to avoid the trap?
When we come in there and change the system, man. Because until then, we're gonna be talking about this situation, this subject right here forever.
Yo, have you ever been in trouble before?
What happened?
Have you ever been in trouble before?
Nah.
Why not?
Why? Why haven't been in trouble?
Yes, sir.
Because I done my study. I did the knowledge.
And then you avoided what?
Huh?
You avoided what?
Avoided getting into trouble because of my friends. I see how my friends went down.
There's a word for it. You
the
avoided
trap. You know what I'm saying?
You avoided the trap.
I learned off what my friends went
through. What did he do? He won't. The caller won't say that he avoided the trap. So in other words, you can avoid the trap.
I could have been out there too.
No. We're not going by ifs. We're not going by ifs, caller. Caller, we're not going by ifs.
Once you get knowledge of stuff,
you avoided the trap.
Open your third eye a little bit.
Exactly. So you avoided the trap.
What's going on around you?
You
and
avoided
do the
the
knowledge
trap.
and do it and see the history of things.
So after a while, you gotta learn to avoid the trap, man. You can't keep blaming the system.
That's all through knowledge.
Do you know other people? Do you know other people like you that been through the same neighborhoods, been through the same neighborhood as you? Have you used in a rough neighborhood? Do you know other people like you that avoided the trap? Like more than one person.
Well, there's other people like me that.
Like how many? How many? Is it 50, 50,
but
60,
you gotta look at it though. There's
50,
a way
50,
of doing
40,
things.
40. What do you think it is? 50,
There's
50?
There's a way of doing things. Like back then, back in the day, the hand in, people used to go to people catching sales off of hand in hand, off of doing hand in hand transactions. But once you put the money on, once you put everything on the floor, everything is dealt on the floor. You can't get the man on the hand. You can't get that man on a direct.
You
can't get that man on a direct.
I understand what you're saying.
On the floor, you don't know what I'm picking up on the floor.
We still have to take consideration for our own selves, man. We have to be accountable for our own selves.
Do knowledge yourself, man.
I understand the system has been built.
You gotta have set goals for yourself.
I understand a systematic trap has been built to trap you. And what's your nationality?
I'm Haitian.
All right, you Haitian.
Haitian,
your people have a habit of coming to this country and doing what?
What happened? I didn't catch you. What happened?
They have a habit of coming to this country and doing what? How do they do when they come to this country?
Oh, they come over here to prosper because what it is that.
What about
Haitians
that trap? What about that trap? That trap.
Come from somebody they don't want.
What about that trap?
They don't have the opportunity, but they have over here.
What about that trap?
So Haitians come out here and take advantage of it. Not only Haitians.
What about Jamaicans?
Haitian, African, all the different nationalities.
Okay.
They come to this country. They take advantage of what's being exposed to them.
Where's the trap at?
You know what I'm saying?
Where's that trap at?
That trap?
The trap disappeared for them. Like they're black now. The trap has been set for black. But that trap disappeared for them. Did it? What happened? They moved it. It's only set for a certain black race. Like, talk to me. What happened to the trap for these people, for these black people from other countries? It's still set? Is it still set? Did they unset it? What happened? How did they how did they prosper to have houses and businesses and cars and investments and you know?
It all goes into putting your money in the right places, man. I'm not telling people to go invest in stocks and bonds. That's up to you how you want to invest your money and all that. You know what I'm saying? You could buy houses and all that. There's different ways you could buy houses. You don't have to go buy a house with a real estate agent. You don't have to go. You go online and see a house for sale. Like, okay, this is the house. You don't have to do that. What you could do is people don't do that. You can go to the city hall and see what properties that they have either under foreclosure or that's going to be auctioned off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then from there, you get the information from the bank, and then you call that bank directly and see what they want to do. You want to, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you $5,000. I'll take over the payment. You know what I'm saying? There's different ways. It's all, like I said, it's all about knowledge.
Listen,
You got to.
We got another call.
listen, we're going to put you on hold 1 second. Hello? 1 second, sir. What's your name and where you calling from?
Frank Nitty, Spring Valley, New York.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing? Welcome to Ralph the
I'm
Mouth.
all right, maintain it, man. Once again, congratulations on your brand new show.
Thank you, sir. Which one you want to hive in on? You want to jump on a relationship one, or you want to hive in on anything else?
It doesn't matter. Whatever the topic is, you know.
With you, I would like to hime in on a relationship thing. How do you feel about the relationship status between, on this show when we talking black here. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing against white folks, but I talk black. Okay, Latino and whatever, the cultures. But when it comes to relationship status, we have a big fight between the black man and the black woman. We have a big fight, and I wanna talk about what's the real cause of it. Besides the systematic way of separating the families and such and such, such and such, such and such. You know, what's the big problem in that?
I believe it's trust.
Okay.
Honestly, I also believe I believe society itself. Back in when you had our grandparents or great grandparents, because of the turmoil that was happening in the country, it still does relate to it. I understand it besides that, but okay, let me try to simplify it this way. Due to the fact that society is just so much temptation out here in the world, there's no trust. There were so many people against let's just say there were so many people against our race at one point in time. We had no choice but to stay together, and we stayed together longer. Once things started to get, let me say, somewhat integrated, we kind of lost focus on family.
Okay.
We definitely lost, we lost focus on family. I would say the biggest thing is society today and trust. Society today and trust.
Okay.
Okay, I'm listening.
I had this to say. I'm gonna use myself as example. I live the player life. If you know what I mean. I live the player life. And during my stretch of the player life, I had good women that I could have built with and been with to this day, doing the right thing. But because of the mentality of can't trust, like the trust that you was talking about, can't trust a bitch. But that doesn't mean every bitch, does it? But sometimes
without trust is, let me say this.
All right.
As far as trust, yes, there has to be somewhat trust, but I'd rather you respect me than the more of a trust factor.
I understand that too. But I think what I'm trying to really get at is that I think the from music and I also said fathers, it's like I'm a father of a son. And if my son was to come home from school at 10, 11 years old and told me he had 3 girlfriends, I pat him on the head and hey, good son, and blah, 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 blah. My daughter can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So that image, that player image is being put into the head. And your son might be doing it. Your son might meet a good girl and you know, daddy wants me to have 2 or 3 girlfriends. That's what makes him happy. You know what I'm saying? And now he gets older, and that's what makes him happy. He feeds into it. So I'm saying, like, the mentality of player, the mentality of settling down is like, you remember when we was growing up, man? Like saying kind of like you had one girlfriend was like was a joke. Yeah, go ahead.
That's the Western civilization.
Okay.
Because originally our people, if you could afford it, if you were a go-getter, then you could afford multiple wives.
Thank you. I agree with that.
You could afford that.
I agree with that.
If you were a go-getter, you know, and if you can afford that lifestyle,
I believe that's the base of our problem.
I believe that's the Western civilization of the world.
I believe that's the base of our problem too.
People had multiple wives.
Yes.
But there's also an advantage to that. I mean, it's a more tight-knit family. Let's just say if you have multiple wives and you have one that can sew, another wife that's bilingual, another wife that can do construction, another wife that knows how to cook and clean, then you never really have to worry about a babysitter if everybody's on the same page.
That's right.
This wife can teach this one. This wife can teach the kids this one. This wife can teach the kids that.
Yeah, but that structure's out the window now.
I believe it's the Western structure of civilization.
Yeah, because you can marry 2 men. We're in a system right now. You can marry 2 men, man, and me and you marrying 3 women is crazy. So
I'm sorry. Repeat that.
I said we're in a system that 2 men can get married, but if I wanted 3 wives, it's crazy.
But just the way that human life is structured, we know that's wrong. I mean, you can do it, but just because you can do it doesn't make it right.
I agree. But I'm just saying, like, what I was really just trying to get at is, like, I believe that men have a lot to do with this too. I know the system doing it, but we have to take some blame into our player type of way.
Yes. I could agree with that. But let me say this though. Like, yes, you can. Yes, we should take blame in that. But also, I don't think in my personal opinion, I don't think men were created to be just with one person. Okay. I think we're created to be with multiple people. Let me say this. Like, you can get 30 men and you can impregnate the whole world.
Like the way you breaking it down, I can break it down. I can break it down like this. The way you just put it. It's like a woman right now, right? If she had 4 husbands, right, and all 4 husbands wanted to have sex every day, right, and she slept with all 4 of her husbands naturally, unprotected, and she gets pregnant. Who's the father?
You got a point there.
All right, but if a man does it, and the woman wants sex every day, and he sexes 4 wives every day, and 2 of them get pregnant, who's the father? And when she gets pregnant by the one man, she doesn't know who's the father. Then she's 9 months pregnant, and now another one of her husband wants to be a father. Who does she pick? Like, how does she do that? Naturally, it's not copacetic. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the way it is, copacetic, it just doesn't work naturally. Women don't want to hear that, but the way I broke it down, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, even in like animal civilization.
That's right.
You know, we can learn a lot from them.
That's right.
You know,
the lion has a harem.
The head of a man, and he has multiple wives, or multiple girls, or
yeah, the lion has a harem. The chimpanzee has a harem.
Every relationship is about
the gorilla has a harem.
So every relationship is about an understanding. So if you present it to these women beforehand, this is what I'm trying to do. This is the family I'm trying to raise. And each woman feels that they have a role and it's of an importance. Then, and if they accept and understand that, then it can work. Because in all actuality,
also, I'm sorry.
I believe it can work.
I'm sorry, Zay, I'm just gonna chime in real quick. Also, even though these women they're gonna be putting in their work, we gotta make sure we put in our work too, to let them know that you are here for life and you are my wife. You understand?
It's not my girl.
Because the thing is, it's shown even through our old scriptures. It's shown, you know, these people had concubines and mistresses and handwives and handmaids that they slept with, and they had wives. You know what I mean? They're wives. And
Yeah, but in this European system, you talk like that in front of these women, and they're gonna hate you. You can't talk like that in the European system.
But it showed that system didn't work. That you must, if you're gonna have multiple wives, they have to be your wife, and you have to love each one. Each one. It's like some men shouldn't even have one wife. He shouldn't have any.
Some men should not have one wife. That's a fact.
He shouldn't even have a wife.
Because he doesn't love her.
You know what I'm saying?
He's just not built for one. He needs more than one. Some men can have one. Some men need more than one.
Some men can't handle one woman.
Exactly. That's true too.
Every relationship is about understanding. So if you understand that, okay, this is what we're trying to do collectively, and if they agree with it, you can rock with it. I don't care who you are. It's every relationship about an understanding.
That's a fact.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. Some guys can't even have one woman. He doesn't even know how to treat women. You got some guys that don't even know how to treat a woman.
That's
so
a fact.
He can't even have more than one wife. He can't have no wives. You know?
You gotta, and our women are mentally.
And I ain't gonna lie.
Women are mentally
that goes
scarred.
for me a little bit, man. I'm not even gonna lie. That goes for me. I shouldn't like. Sometimes when I be talking about that polygamy stuff, I need to learn how to treat one first. Like I am one of those type of dudes who needs to be accountable for that mentality. Because I had good women that I should have built with before I even thought about. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it real with myself. I'm gonna keep it real with myself. I had good women. I had multiple good women that I could have built with and been way more stable. I'm good now. Of course, I'm not at the bottom of the barrel, but I could have been way more stable, way more happier with a good woman. And I'm watching couples together. I'm watching couples together, and sometimes I sit back and be like, look at that. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I see it all the time. I see it all the time.
Because you can build that one woman. That one woman can be great. She can do the cooking and the cleaning. She can go to school and become great.
And I can do the cooking and the cleaning myself.
You know what I'm saying? That one woman.
The man can do the cooking and cleaning too. Yep. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I remember I used to think that was like a woman would say that to me, and I look at it like, what? You ain't cooking and cleaning? Yeah. It's all a mentality. And now I'm like, nah, I cook.
And it's not that we just saying cooking and cleaning. It's like a lot of women lost that. I'm just saying.
They lost that. As soon as you say it to them, they get upset. It's not our fault.
We say like.
As soon as you say they get upset. As soon as you say it.
We want to see our women become successful businesswomen, high positions.
In this society, in this new society, yes.
And put other women and other black men in these positions. But it all starts in the household. Like, where's the mindset? It all starts
in the household.
You know,
fathers should not.
Are we gonna be buying out every week, every night?
Fathers should not be happy with sons coming home with 5 girlfriends. You know, but yo, thanks for the call, man. I'm about to
No problem.
All right, man. Have a good day, man. Yo, can you do us a favor? Can you like, subscribe, and share, please?
Definitely.
All right, appreciate you.
Peace. We in the world, baby. But you see, right there, what I'm trying to do is make men accountable. Like I think I'm like sometimes the females will see me put up posts and they think that I'm being I'm just being funny sometimes.
No, because sometimes women feel like you're attacking them.
They do, and this is what the show's about for me to kind of voice myself. Be like, nah, sometimes it's comedy. I'm not attacking. I'm trying to be funny, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if I do say something and I feel it's real, I'll stick by it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stick by it. Yes, but as far as bashing women, no. I definitely, most women that have been around me be like, yo, don't listen to him. Because when he's around women, he treats us good. And them ain't even like that. Don't let him fool you. He's really a loving guy. And so on and so on. Zim is cool. Most females, if you do a research on me, they're going to be like, listen, don't listen to him. He's not like that. He's mad cool. And he loves girls. And he's going to do whatever he can, whatever. So, you know what I mean? That's how that goes. So, that'll be about it for today, man. I was on for a while. Subscribe, share, like. You know what I mean? Leave some comments so when I see him and I talk about him next time. But Ralph the Mouth is out of here, man.
Where's that caller?
Which one? We got another caller? Hold on.
You got a caller named X. You wanted to Chop it up.
Okay, hold on, folks. My fault. Whoever X is, let's get him going. My fault.
Yeah, call back, X.
Call back.
My fault.
If you don't call back soon, we about to go because we've been on for about 2 or 3 hours now, I think.
And who else want to call real quick? You know, because
Yeah, call
take
in,
some
man.
last calls.
Listen, I'll go on, right? I'll go on longer if I get called. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I did a, you know what I mean? We talked, you know. I like to express myself. So this is exactly what I did. I know there's females that don't want to hear some of the stuff I say. I don't care. I'm not trying to hurt y'all feelings, ladies. You know I love y'all. You know I love y'all. Y'all ain't even call. My caller should be crazy with the girls. I don't got no more friends with girls, it looks like.
Ladies are kind of shy to, you know, need to express themselves, you know.
Remember last homegirl, she said, nah, I'm too shy to get in.
Anyway, if we don't got no callers, I guess
Okay.
we'll tune in next
Next
week.
week. Cool next week, man. Saturday, man. Ralph the Mouth, 6 p.m.